figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, you notice that, okay, number 1, okay, the layer are alternate colors. So sometimes when you see that the table doesn't match, right, then you should look at the picture to find a relationship, find a pattern. So if you see that, okay, you see 1166, then something, but we do not know. So the only thing what we can do here is, what some students will do is that they will actually extend this and then, okay, list it out and draw it out so that they can figure out what's the next one. So if you were to draw, yeah, I'm just going to draw it to show you here. You get a 1 mark, which I think is not hard to draw. If you, okay, go on and draw, you added, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the white triangle, okay, what we did was to add 9. So it becomes 15. Then the gray triangle, any changes or not? The gray triangle, it still remains as like the before. So it will be 10. The answer, okay. For the first answer, okay, I already gave you part A, but the decimal is not, is 50.2. Okay, those who didn't get 50.2, better make sure you listen. I will go through part B also. Part B is 62,500. Yeah, so I'll explain. Now, this pattern question, right, is not easy. You know why? They don't give you all the information. So actually, if you come up with some extra information based on what you know, it will help you with the next 2 questions. So this is figure 5. Okay, look at what they want. The total number, okay, of white and gray in 250. Please do not go and list it out until 250. You will spend like more than 20 minutes because 250 is a figure number that's really, really, really all the way to the back. So please try to figure a number pattern out. So now you see, they ask you for total number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend my number pattern here. Okay, what do I want to do? Because they ask for total, right? And I don't see any pattern. Am I going to go and keep drawing and drawing and drawing and list out all the white? Okay. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to do something called total number of white plus gray. So white plus gray, 1. White plus gray, figure 2 is 4. 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 10 is 16. So you will realize that, oh, this number looks very familiar. This is actually your square numbers. Okay, so that means this is 1 times 1. This is 2 times 2. This is 3 times 3. This is 4 times 4. So this is 5 times 5. So the figure number times the figure number will actually give you the total number. So can I find part B? I can. How? Simply just take, remember, total number is to take the figure number times the figure number, correct? So in this case, the figure number is 250. So it will be 250 times 250, which will give you 62,500. Done. This is part B. Okay. So part C. Okay, part C. Okay, I'll answer your questions later. Let me finish first. In figure 250, again 250, please don't list. Go and find out the pattern. What percentage of the triangles are gray? So you look at the pattern here. I'm going to zoom into the picture. So figure 1 is only white. Figure 2, the gray is more than the white. Figure 3, the white is more than the gray. Figure 4, the gray is more than the white. Then figure 5, the white is more than, it's always alternate. So let's figure out in 250, right? Which one will be more? So again, even number figure, let's look at the even number one. The gray is always more than the white. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down. Okay, part C, figure 250, the gray is going to be more than the white. But how many more? How do we know how many more? We know the total already because in part B, right? How do we know how many more? And how do we know, okay, what to find? So you look at the question. what percentage of the triangles are gray? So we want gray over total times 100%. So now your job is, I know the total already. I just need to find out the gray. How? So you need to know, okay, how to find individual colors, gray and white. So there is one more property that you need to know, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I already see some responses really good. Okay, so what you need to do is, okay, I'm going to scroll down and paste it here. There's an extra pattern that I need to figure out, which I'm going to use red to show you. I'm going to find the difference between gray and white. So between gray and white, 1 minus 0 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 3 is 3. 10 minus 6 is 4. 15 minus 10 is 5. So you will notice that the difference between the numbers of gray and white, right, is actually the figure number. Okay, this is something that you need to figure out for part C. So, okay, I explained this part first. So I know that based on what we understood just now, for even figure number, the gray is always more than the white. So, but if you have mistaken this part, that's why your percentage may be wrong. So this is 62500. So remember the difference. The difference is always the figure number. So in this case, the figure number is 250. I'm supposed to find gray, correct? So what you all would usually do, you will find 62,500 minus 250 divided by 2 to get 1 unit, which will give you, okay, let me just calculate this. 62500 minus 250 divided by 2, 31,125. Then after that, you want to find gray, which is 31,125 plus 250 out of the total 62,500 times 100%. See what you will get. So I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to put my answer, which is 31,125 plus 250 divided by 62,500, which is the total, and times 100%. And this will give me 50.2%. That's how you get your answer for part C. So part B, okay, and then part C is 50.2%. Okay, I'm going to start answering questions now because I have, okay, different questions here. 49.8% wrong. Because why? Most likely you have reversed the white and gray number. So that means you may have taken your white to be the one that's more, then you have found the percentage for the gray. Okay, you reversed it. So that's why your answer is not 40. You got 49.8 for those who have gotten 49.8. And then why figure number times figure number? Because, okay, look at this again. Total number of white and gray. If you add up 1 plus 0 is 1, 3 plus 1 is 4, 6 plus 3 is 9, 6 plus 10 is 16, 15 plus 10 is 25. These are all what we call square numbers. Square numbers means same number times the same number. And you realize the number here, 1 times 1 is the figure number 1. Then figure number 2, the total is 2 times 2. Figure number 3, you figure out is 3 times 3. So if I want to find figure 250, then I will take figure 250 times figure 250. That's how I get the answer for part B. I hope this answered the question. Why figure number? Because, okay, from what we have deduced, okay, what we have found out that the numbers here that you multiply happen to be your figure number times figure number. So since the figure number they wanted is 250, then we'll take 250 times 250 to get the total of 62,500. Okay, can so I will move on. Okay, so I'm done with paper 2. Okay, those who need the other solutions later, I'll give to you. Okay, so C is important. Okay, the only thing that you need to remember for C is that you need to figure out which one is more? Is it gray more than white or white more than gray? Even figure, okay, for the figure number that's even, the gray is going to be more than the white. Okay, so make sure that you do not see it otherwise, then of course your answer is going to be wrong. So the main thing is, for part C, you need to figure this out. The difference between the, okay, gray and white, you realize that it gives you the figure number here. So they don't show you these two sections because you're supposed to be the one finding out. Okay, that's why you need to read the data, read the information, especially look at the picture and try to read it and find a pattern. If you cannot find a pattern, then no matter how you're going to list it out, it's not going to work out. Especially for this question. If it's a figure 10, of course you can go and draw it out. But if it's figure 250, it's really impossible to draw everything out and you'll spend too much time.